Oh yeah! Woo! I don't think this will stay you in the face.
No, try again.
I'm seeing these bikini hauls all over the internet, and spring is coming, so I'm seeing even more than normal. And I'm just thinking, are there any moms out there doing this? Because buying a bathing suit as a mom is not near as fun as buying a bathing suit with a pre-baby body that is tan and perfectly in shape with no wrinkles or weird belly button things going on. So I was like, I just need to do this video. Hey friends, Nicole here, and I am so excited to share with you my top tricks for what it's like to buy a bikini as a mom. Step number one, get on your phone and do a quick search of any bathing suit, Cupshe, Zaful, just look up bikini, do one quick Amazon search or go to a specific website, and I guarantee your social media pages will be flooded, like flooded with ads. It almost feels like, what is going on? Like, did I befriend a bunch of Victoria's Secret models in swimsuits? I don't even know what happened. There will be so many, and there are tons of great deals out there. So even though I'm joking about how ridiculous some of the ads are and how many there are, it actually can be really helpful to figure out how to get the very best deal on a bikini or bathing suit of your choosing. Step number two is briefly mention to your husband that you're looking at bathing suits for your anniversary trip to Mexico this year. I guarantee he will be so excited that he will be letting you know that there's at least $200 in the budget for you to start spending on swimwear for your vacation. I don't know, something about guys being really visual? I don't know. Anyways, my husband was all about it and told me to go ahead and fill my card up. He had no problem handing over his credit card. And step number three, make sure to try on the bathing suits right before date night when you are completely dialed up to the max, fresh, clean, shaved, primped, done up, and you've only eaten a cracker the entire day, because this is how you will look the thinnest. Hey babe, do I look like the models in these pictures? I am totally only kidding. I would never, ever, ever recommend only eating a cracker. That is awful for your body. But seriously, there is definitely better times to try on bathing suits than others, because sometimes you just feel bloated and fat and not cute at all. And other times you feel like, oh my gosh, I am rocking it. Which, by the way, is probably during ovulation. If you are having a regular menstrual cycle, the ovulation period, which I actually have a video I'll link above about cycle tracking and how to figure out when you're ovulating and things like that. But that can be really helpful in finding a good time to try on bathing suits, because I'm not gonna lie, there are definitely times where I look in the mirror and I'm just totally disgusted, and that's really discouraging, and other times where I'm like, oh yeah, I still got it. So we wanna try on bathing suits when we're feeling like, yeah, we still got it. Here are my top ninja tips for buying a new bathing suit. Top tip here is think about things that look good on your specific body type. For me, I'm small on top and I'm pretty small on bottom, but I kind of have a gut situation going on right now. I'm still working on healing up my diastasis recti, which means I'm incredibly prone to bloating, and that's okay. It's not a big deal. I've had 2 kids and I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to keep working hard on it. But knowing that, I really need to get bathing suits that are going to accentuate my butt, make it maybe look a little bit bigger, or maybe pull things together up here to make the top look a little bit bigger. If I look at a model and I'm like, oh, I really like how that top looks, and it's because she has massive cleavage, that probably isn't going to look good on me because I don't have massive cleavage. Here's an example. So I got this type of bathing suit because I always think these look really cute on girls. There's kind of like a little bit of a ruche right here, like a, I don't know, like it's gathered here, I guess. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this style looks so cute on so many girls. And I really thought that, like, as a small chested person, this would work for me. When I tried it on, it was like so low and it didn't pull things together and it just didn't really look right. But instead I tried on this one, which this, oh my goodness, when this came in the mail, I was like, how do you get this thing on? Like, you're here, nope, that's neck in the back, nope, this is like that, like it's confusing. So prayers for me, because this is the top style that I like the most. I'm gonna get the one that's put together here so you can kind of see it. But it's like, but there's so many ties and crosses, it's a little bit confusing. But the main thing here is that it pulls things together in the front, but it has the bigger triangle. So long story short, you don't need to know what kind of bathing suit fits me the best. But that is the style that looks good on me. And so I'm gonna go with that, and I don't care if all my bathing suit tops are the exact same, because that's what I feel like looks good on me, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Same thing, I did some research on like bottoms, and where did those go? Oh, here. And like what kind of style is gonna like accentuate the butt, and I found that this ruched like gathering here in the middle, this one's kind of wild, this leopard print. I don't know if I'm gonna be keeping this one, but it definitely had like the gathered butt, and so it was like, oh, okay, that accentuates small butts a little bit, and I wanted to accentuate areas that aren't my gut, because that is what I'm a little bit self-conscious of, and I don't really want to be showing that off and accentuating that. And I love, love, love two pieces, so just not getting a two-piece wasn't really an option for me, which leads to my second tip, which is don't just get something because it's the trend. So I know that high-waisted bathing suits are really in right now, and I wanted to make them work. But when I actually tried them on, it made me just look like I had this really long butt, and I don't have a lot of like junk in the trunk, and so it did not look good. It looked like this big, long, flat patty butt, and I just couldn't make it work. So even though that is what all the ads were showing me is popular, is in, it would be awesome to hide my mommy gut, but I didn't feel comfortable in it. I didn't like the way it looked, so I'm gonna go against the style, and I'm gonna get something that I really like, and that's just a traditional bikini two-piece, and so that's what I'm gonna be rocking. I am the one that has to wear it to the beach, so I wanna wear something that I'm comfortable with, and I think you should do the same. Same with one pieces. I had this one piece that I wear when pools were open, and we would swim a couple times a week. Oh, of course, this was pre-kids again. We had great intentions of getting back there after we had kids, and now we're just saying, well, COVID closed all the pools, so that's why we're not going anywhere. But that's probably not the whole truth. We're probably not going anywhere because it's a crap ton of work to go anywhere with your kids. Tangent over. That whole story was to say that I had a one piece that I wear, and my husband would always like laugh and giggle because it just looked so funny, because I am really flat chested, and so the one piece just like sucked it all down, and I seriously looked like a 13-year-old boy in it. I don't know, it did not accentuate any of the right things. So I'm sure there are different one pieces. If I went with like a full coverage type of thing, I would probably go with the two piece that's more of like the tankini, and you know, the bottom and the top meet at the waistline, because I feel like that's a style that would look good on me. But you really just have to find what works for you, not necessarily what the trending thing is right now. And this leads into my third tip, which is, how do you know what looks good on you? It's really hard, especially when you can't go to a store and just try things on in a lot of places right now. So my tip for that is go through a company that has a really good return policy. Like, you have 30 days to try things on, and you can send things back for free. That's ideal. And you can send them all back, because honestly, like, I bought so many bathing suits here because I just wanted to be able to try them all on. I wanted to try on different styles, different colors. I didn't know what I was gonna look like in them. I really haven't gone bathing suit shopping since having my second son, and so things are just different, and I wanted to try on all the styles, because like I said, that bathing suit I thought was gonna look really good on my top ended up looking terrible. So you kind of need to try things on. That being said, make sure you don't make the mistake that I always find myself making, which is not looking up when the return policy date expires. And I had this happen at Christmas where I missed it by one day, and my husband had to beg and plead with the company to still let us return it. So don't make that mistake. It's when you get it, put that date in your calendar so you know when you need to fill out the return form and send them back, so that you don't end up actually spending $500 when you did not want to do that. The fourth tip here is to think about what occasion you are wearing the bathing suit for. If you want a bathing suit that you can take the kids to the beach in, you want something that is not going to make you feel like you're falling out all the time, you're gonna feel covered and like everything is gonna stay in place. Or maybe you know that you vacation with your family a lot and you feel like a lot of butt cheek exposure is just not going to be comfortable for you. You need to be aware of that when you're picking out a bathing suit. Or maybe you're going on an anniversary trip like I am, and you want things to be shown off a little bit because you're going to be with your partner. If that's the case, you need to buy a bathing suit accordingly. This might mean that you need a couple of different suits, and my bonus hack for this is get something like this. This could match with a couple of different colored tops. It could go with something black, it could go with something yellow. So I have a black top, I have a yellow top, and when I think about which bathing suits I'm gonna keep, I can mix and match a little bit. Then you can feel totally comfortable in front of your parents as well as your partner on a little bit of a romantic trip. So that would be my tip on that. And my fifth and final hack for buying the right bathing suit is to take pictures of yourself in it. So sometimes you look in the mirror and you are like, oh, I don't know. But what I found really helpful is to take a picture. And right after I try it on, we take pictures, I look at them, and then even the next day I can go back to it without having to try it all on, because as you can see, I'm in a vest and a sweater. I'm in Michigan and it's not really ideal weather for just trying on bathing suits right now. And it's just a lot of work to be in the right mindset to try on bathing suits. So if I have the picture, I can go back to it later and I can say, okay, that looks good on me, that didn't look good on me. And sometimes what you see in the picture is different than what you see when you look down or what you see when you look in a mirror, or maybe you don't even have a full-length mirror. And so this is a little trick to bypass that whole problem. You can always set up the timer to take pictures of yourself, or have someone in your house take pictures for you that you're comfortable with, that is not going to make you feel self-conscious in your bathing suits that you're trying on, because this is just about exploring what is going to feel good on you. It's not a final decision. If you did what I did and you bought a whole bunch of them, you just want to try things on and have fun, and then you can look at the pictures later and decide what you want to keep and what you want to send back. If you hate clothes shopping just as much as you hate bathing suit shopping, you are going to love this video about Stitch Fix and how to have people send you clothes and how to have someone with a lot more style pick out clothes for you. Just on accident, my whole outfit except this vest is actually from Stitch Fix. I love them, they're amazing. So check out this video right here and learn how you can get lots of free stuff from Stitch Fix too.